Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this video. So I was scrolling through Twitter on Monday, and I saw that Lindy Ruff gave a pretty significant update on Devils forward Nico Hischier about his lower body injury. Nico got injured in early December in Switzerland and missed every game of the season so far. Not to mention, he's been on the COVID list because of the team outbreak. Just tough sledding for this guy this year. But Lindy gave everyone a little taste of how his recovery was going when he mentioned how if Nico wasn't on the COVID list, he would be ready to go. Okay, so you're telling me 3 weeks ago we had absolutely no idea when he was going to play, but now all of a sudden he would be playing right now if he didn't have COVID? What? Yeah, so that happened, but that's not why I'm making this video. I saw a tweet from someone well known on Devils Twitter who writes for the Pucks and Pitchforks blog, Vinny Parisi, I'm sure you've heard of him. And he said that he would be stunned if Hughes would be given the captaincy over Nico. And yes, this is a big question that Devils fans have been going back and forth about. Oh, who's going to be the captain? Who's going to be the captain? But there's still no decision. And I know this is a really inconsequential decision for the Devils to make at this point, but it makes for great discussions for fans and the media. All reliable Andy Green was the Devils' previous captain from 2015 to 2020, and he was traded to the Islanders at the trade deadline last season for a second-round pick. Wasn't the most dynamic player to say the least, but he was a longtime Devil, and he was very consistent on the penalty kill as well as blocking shots. And man, he eats shots like it's necessary for him to survive. This dude lives on blocked shots. Since he was traded, the team has been without a captain, and there are honestly a lot of candidates to be able to fill that role. While guys like Travis Zajac and Kyle Palmieri are good candidates, there's uncertainty about their future with the club, so I kind of just left them off. Sorry. The two players I will be talking about are Nico Hischier and Jack Hughes, and my reasoning for why I think one of them will be captain. So without further ado, let's get right on it. I don't know about you guys, but I believe Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier are the next superstar dynamic duo in the NHL. With Nico in his fourth season already, time flies, and Jack in his second, the team will start to see flashes of what this team will become in the next decade plus when Nico returns from the COVID list. With both at under 23 years old, both are already mature and beyond their years, making this choice for captain a very difficult one. Both are going to be franchise players for this team for years to come, and both have the required qualities to be a captain in the NHL. Both are going to be franchise players for this team for years to come, and both have the required qualities to be a captain in the NHL. My take on it, personally, I think it should be given to Jack Hughes. Not to say Nico Hischier is not going to be a great captain, but I think it should be Jack Hughes, and here's why. Take a look at the Pittsburgh Penguins. In 2004, they drafted Evgeny Malkin, second overall, and in 2005, they drafted Sidney Crosby, first overall. Both were two highly skilled centers who could easily take over a game. And although they were technically rookies in the same year because of the 2004-05 lockout, Crosby was given the captaincy over Malkin in 2007. I believe Crosby is the more dynamic of a player than Malkin and got the captaincy because he fit the identity of the team more than Malkin. Plus, he was more of a generational player and could be branded and marketed as such more than Malkin. In relation to the Devils, I believe this is somewhat of Hughes and Hischier. Absolutely no disrespect to Nico at all, but Jack is the more dynamic player between the two and fits the team identity of speed and skill better. Another team to look at is the Colorado Avalanche with their captaincy situation. Gabriel Landeskog is the current team captain, while Nathan MacKinnon only wears an A. He was named captain before they drafted MacKinnon first overall in 2013, and I believe Colorado named Landeskog their captain too early because the captain of the team should be the leader on the score sheet as well as on and off the ice. There's no denying that MacKinnon and Landeskog are key pieces of the team's core, but Nate Dogg is much more dynamic of a player than Gabriel Landeskog, let's be honest here. And even just from a marketing standpoint, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I would guess that a lot of more hockey fans in North America know who Jack Hughes is than Nico, and they might just name him captain for the marketing aspect since it's what everyone outside of the organization cares about. The players in the locker room know who the leaders are, and having a C or no C doesn't change anything about them, as explained by Travis Zajac on media day of training camp. But Parise did make a good argument to give Nico the C by mentioning how the Chicago Blackhawks made Jonathan Toews captain over Patrick Kane. There's no denying that Kane is more dynamic than Toews, but Toews is the true leader of the team. Each organization is different when it comes to managing their clubs, but if they decide to give Nico the captaincy, I would be just as excited as Jack got it. These guys are going to be on this team for a long time, so to be honest, I really don't care who gets it. And as for when they're going to name a captain, I believe that it's not going to happen this season just because of the whole shortened season. No one really knows what's going on. I think they're going to wait till next true off-season, next true full training camp, and then go from there on naming a captain. With that said, that will do it for this video. Thank you if you decided to stick around the whole time. Not only should you like and subscribe, you should also comment for what other stuff you want to see. Who do you think is going to get the captain? What do you think of my thoughts on who's going to get the captain? And anything else you want to talk about. But don't forget to check out the Talking Ice NJD Twitter page, where I provide live game updates as well as breaking news and team updates. It's at IceNJD. And there will also be a link in the description you can click on to go to my page. With that said, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Let's go Devils. Sean out.